Hello and welcome to the energy of the day for Monday, May 19th. So let's see what is going on for that day. Give me 1 second. Let's take a look here. What is going on for Monday, May 19th, please? Monday, May 19th, please and thank you. What's happening? Ooh, what's happening for Monday, May 19th? All right, we've got a time for healing. Okay. And then we also have don't let pride get in your way. Wow, 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 wow. My. All right, so we're going to take a look in terms of what this is about because it could just be that there might be an individual that you are dealing with, or you are this person, that is taking things a little bit too much onto themselves. Okay, you're sponging it up a little bit too much, and it's possible that, you may be reacting in a certain type of way, right? But let's take a look in terms of what the tarot has to say all about this. So let's see what's going on. So far, I do have a Cancer and Leo. Maybe it's a cusp, right? Between Cancer and Leo, but we'll see what's going on here. Just a second. Oh, there's one. I've got the Six of Cups. Then what else do we have here? Let's take a look. Ooh, I'll honor that. Eight of Pentacles, the Tower, the Shaman, which is the Hierophant here in this deck. Anything else? The Five of Cups. Actually, what's the end result here? The Five of Pentacles, and the Moon is the reason as well. All right. I think it was somebody else actually. You may have dealt, sorry, give me 1 second. Let me put them all where they belong here. And this way we can talk about it, right? We'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it because there's quite a bit here. All right. And it's the reason why you left or you chose to leave, whatever the case is here. Yeah. Ten of Cups. Yeah. The Hermit. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. So simply put, you decided to leave a situation due to the fact that you were not able to mend something here. You maybe tried with a person, you did, or you tried in a situation, okay, you did. It does say that you did because we do have this like strong belief or sense of belief here. But the issue is that you may have been quite a bit in the dark here with the moon. And eventually what happened is this moon, the darkness basically took over and you decided to let it go, not with with a heavy heart, right? You let it go with a heavy heart and you needed to seriously be elsewhere at this point. It seems like there is a situation here that you were trying to collaborate with a person, all right, with another individual. Doesn't have to be love related. It can be even marriage related, whatever the case is here. But you've decided to let it go because you saw that there was potentially no way of rectifying something due to the fact that another person was still acting in a, I almost want to say boastful manner, but that's not it. It's like no matter what you could have tried here, you were still the villain, right? You were still accused of being the villain. You were still, whatever the case is here, and you just didn't want to partake in that anymore. Give me 2 seconds because there's something else that's coming through right now, and that is something about children, involving children. There could be a person, the co-parent, right? Sorry, the other side, right? The other parent that is giving you or giving the children a little bit of a hard time right now in the sense of collaborating together or working things out together or whatever the case is here. But that's mostly due to this problematic individual's sense of pride. And they don't have anything against the kids. They have a lot against you, apparently. And they're using kids as, as a means of a weapon. Also even alienating you from seeing them potentially, whatever the case is. You're meant to, hash this out with this person in the sense that let them know that it's not going to work out like that. It's not going to go well like that. If you guys choose to take this dynamic in a very sour pathway or a sour turn, it's just going to damage. It's just going to damage how the children even see a relationship dynamic work, due to the shenanigans of the other individual. Okay, sorry guys, but I had to say it like that, right? So it would be best to resolve this issue as soon as possible. It's not a good idea, or it's not fun, right? It's not fun when your feelings are hurt with these tactics that this other person is using. Um, it's not a good thing, obviously. But you are meant to kind of incorporate potentially a type of healing here. If not for you guys, if not for the parents, the adults, then at least for the kids, right? And adjustments are required is exactly that. Exactly that. In order for this dynamic to heal, I mean the dynamic between yourself and the children, not really the dynamic between yourself and the other adult, but at least get on to maybe tolerant, amicable terms or something like that, cordial terms with the other person, right? So the kids at least don't have to be forced to choose between one or the other or whatever. Anyway, that's one situation that wanted to come through very strongly here. So it seems like a bigger person, quote unquote, will be required here, but not the type that lets things slide, more like the type that is standing behind what they're saying, or standing, you know what I'm getting at? Not to the point where you become just as obnoxious as the other individual involved, but more in the fact of like, uh, having a rational approach to it, right? A practical approach to it, that kind of thing. Now, the first one was about the whole, having to leave a specific situation here, and it actually does look like you tried everything. It does. It does look like you tried everything for story number one. But it seems like there were some past things that got in the way here too. And it's like too much damage was done. It's one of those. Let me see what type of energy we have so far. I've got Taurus, Scorpio, Eight of Pentacles, Virgo. For some reason, Six of Cups is like whom? Pisces, Scorpio. Then that Cancer here, then the Leo here. Five of Cups is Scorpio. Five of Pentacles is Taurus. Moon, Cancer. 10 of Cups is Pisces. Give me a second. Hermit, Virgo, Virgo. So there's Virgo, right? One beside the other, okay? But it feels like, yeah, it could be just that you're just gonna leave this be. I mean, it was a really good potential, but hey, we can't always, stay in love with a person's potential, right? No matter how they're showing their bare bottom at us here. But it seems like, you're gonna go solo here. Even as a single parent, yep, you're gonna go ahead and solo it out here. Okay, so let's see the energy overall here. Let's see what's going on. Let's maybe there's going to be a type of, resolution in the cards here overall. So let's take a look. Let's see what's happening. Oh, Scorpio in reverse, huh? Okay. I mean, that's not the best sign, but I mean the best energy with that one, but we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it, Gemini. Thanks. Let's keep going. Anything else here? Whoop. My goodness. All right, so let's take a look. Mars, of course, Aries and Scorpio, fire, all fire signs. Leo is here. Cancer is here. Okay. Let me see what's going on here because it feels like there was something off here. I mean, usually Scorpio, when it's upright, it's like they're the best detectives or private investigators, really, of the zodiac. To be honest with you, but it seems like there were a few things that were kept hidden, kept secret, especially with the moon here as well. And it seems like there wasn't much of the only reason that it was kind of sort of working out for the first one here was because there was quite a bit of, quite a bit of a good motivated dynamic here. But I feel it could be like two fire signs that just they worked well at the beginning, but then it kind of went south here because it was going well. It was going well at the beginning here until it met into the opposite thing here because like fire and water don't really always mix, right? But it started strong and then it kind of like went mute mode or withdrawing mode or something like that with the Cancer here. Things started becoming more like a person was demanding more things of another, da da da, without actually giving much of themselves, da da da. And then on the surface, it looked really nice and perfect and happy, but it really just wasn't. And there were secrets here, and oh my gosh. So yeah, it seems like there just was something that was majority of the time hidden behind closed doors kind of thing, and there wasn't much effort here involved, and it just started to unravel on its own kind of thing. All right, let's see what the animal spirit guides have to say here for this, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday then. But let's see. Let's take a look for this reading. What's the best thing to keep in mind here for this reading? What is the best thing to keep in mind? Ooh, I see you. All right, the blue heron. We've got make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Right. So it seems like you're not really going to be taking any more poo-poo or shenanigan poo-poo from the other party that's using the children here or some kind of, tactic here. That is a child card for me specifically here, especially in this dynamic here. And it seems like, you're not going to be tolerating any more of the same old, where like you guys are still trying to make things work. But then by the time you get to that point, it's like the fire is gone. It's like the motivation to get things rolling is put out, that kind of thing. Okay. So this is one of those situations where you're going to understand what's really happening here. You're going to understand what's going on in the dynamic, or you already have, whatever the case is. And you're going to find some things out here, whatever that is. And, just as quick as it started, it'll kind of like simmer down, right? But yeah, the second story with that whole alienation thing, don't put up with that. It's like you're supposed to put out the fire here. Because the other individual is creating a lot of dumpster fires here, for real, for real. So it's up to you to make sure to put it out by focusing on the family health of the kids, right? Health of the whole, between the dynamic between yourself and the children, to be more focused on that. Cancer is a family oriented sign. So it's best to do that and put out any fires that may come up due to that other individual's pride, due to that prideful cuckoo bananas kind of methods here. All right, I wish you guys all the very best. Have a great one, and I'll see you all for Tuesday. Bye-bye.